Hi students, welcome to my class. Today I'm going to explain third chapter in science, that is metals and non-metals, for class 10th. Introduction. In our day-to-day life, we use many well-known materials like iron, aluminium, copper, gold, silver and many more. We are also familiar with the elements like oxygen, carbon, sulfur as well. These are all obtained from some naturally occurring substances encompassing one or more elements or their compounds. They are termed as minerals. Minerals from which elements can be profitably extracted are termed as ores. Look at this figure here. Ores and minerals are present. Robert Boyle was the first scientist to use the term element in 16 useful definition of an element. He defined an element as a basic form of a matter that cannot be broken down into a simpler substance by chemical reaction. In general, elements are made up of same type of atoms. Compounds means it is a substance composed of two or more elements chemically combined with one another in a fixed proportion. Example for compounds is water molecules, carbon dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, hydrochloric acid, like that. These are all compounds. Examples for elements are hydrogen, helium, lithium, like that. It's clear. Elements can be normally divided into metals, non-metals, and metalloids. Totally 118 elements are present in our periodic table. 92 elements are metals, 20 elements are non-metals and 6 elements are metalloids. There are 92 well-known naturally occurring minerals, of which 70 are metals and rest 20 are the non-metals. Some metals possesses the characteristics of both metals as well as non-metals. They are termed as metalloids. For instance, boron, silicon, germanium, arsenic, antimony, tellurium and polonium. There are 6 nonmetals are present in our periodic table. Elements found in free state includes some metals like a gold, silver, platinum, etc. and some nonmetals like a helium, neon, argon, etc. as well. A major proportions of metals are found in combined states like oxides, sulfides, carbonates, silicates, etc. So look on metals and non-metals and how they're classified based on their physical or chemical properties. Let's we have a closer look on physical properties of our metals. Metals are solid except mercury, that is found in liquid state at a room temperature. Means all metals are solid in nature except mercury, that is found in liquid state at room temperature. First physical properties of metal is metals are solid in nature. Second physical properties of metal is they are hard and tough except sodium and potassium that can be cut with a knife. Means all metals are hard in nature except sodium and potassium, means these two metals can be cut with a knife. Next physical property of metal is they are luster, that is they shine in light because metals possesses free electrons that vibrates on getting in contact with light. Look at this figure. The key made of metal shines in light, that implies metals is lusters. Next physical properties of metal is they have a high melting points and boiling points except cesium and gallium. These two metals have a very low melting points. Clear? Means all metals have a high melting points and boiling points except cesium and gallium. These two metals are having a very low melting points. These are the exception cases. Next physical property of metal is they are good conductors of heat and electricity. The best conductor of electricity are silver and copper, whereas lead and mercury are comparatively poor conductors of electricity. It's conductors of electricity. Look at this figure. Metal is used at the tip of the plug that is inserted into the socket. Means metal is a good conductor of heat and electricity. Next physical property of metal is they have a high density. Means metals are having a high density except alkali metals like a lithium, sodium and potassium shows low density. Next property is metals are malleable. Means they can be beaten into a thin sheets. What is malleability means metals can be beaten into thin sheets. This property is called a malleability. For instance, the aluminium foil we use to pack food is manufactured by beating the aluminium metal into a thin sheet. This is a characteristics property of a metal. Look at this figure. Aluminium is beaten into a thin sheet. Next physical property is metals are ductile. They can be drawn into wires. Ductility means metals to be drawn into a thin wire is called ductility. About 2 kilometer length can be drawn from a 1 gram of a gold. Gold is also one of the metal. For example, we all are familiar with copper and aluminium wires. It is due to their characteristics property of ductility that these metals can be drawn into a wires. Look at this figure. Copper, aluminium are drawn into a wires. Next physical property of metal is they are sonorous. They produce a ringing sound when struck against a hard object. For instance, your school bells are made of metals that produces a ringing sound after the period is over when struck hard by a hammer. Examples are iron, gold, silver, magnesium, copper, aluminium, and many more. Next is physical properties of a non-metals. Non-metals may be either solids, liquids, or gaseous. Solid nonmetals are brittle and break down into a powdery mass on striking with a hammer, except diamond, which is the hardest nonmetal. Diamond is one of the allotropic form of a carbon. Means carbon is one of the nonmetal, but it is a hardest nonmetal. Diamond, which is the hardest nonmetal. Means generally nonmetals are very soft in nature, but diamond is the hardest nonmetal. Next physical property of nonmetal is they have a dull luster, but iodine is a lustrous. Means generally nonmetals are dull, but iodine is lustrous. Next physical property of nonmetal is they have a low melting points except diamond that has a very high melting points. Generally nonmetals are having lower melting points. Next, nonmetals are poor conductor of electricity, means heat and electricity, except graphite. Generally, nonmetals are poor conductors of heat and electricity, except graphite. Means graphite conduct heat and electricity. Next, physical properties of nonmetals are they are not malleable, they are not ductile, they are not sonorous. Examples are carbon, sulfur, oxygen, phosphorus, and many more. Look at this figure bonding of non-metallic elements. Exception cases. First exception case solid in nature except mercury exist as a liquid at room temperature. Gallium and cesium have a very low melting points. Means generally metals are having a high melting points and boiling points, but these two metals are having a very low melting points, and these two metals will melt if you keep them on your palm. Means they have a very low melting points. Next exception case is iodine is a non-metal but it is lustrous. Generally non-metals are dull in nature, but iodine is a non-metal but it is lustrous. Next exception case is diamond. It is one of the allotropic form of a carbon. Carbon is one of the non-metal that can exist in a different forms. Each form is called an allotrope, and diamond is also one of the allotropic form of a carbon. Is the hardest substance and has a very high melting point. Means generally non-metals are a soft substances and having a low melting point, except diamond. Diamond has a very high melting point and boiling point. Graphite is a good conductor of electricity. Graphite is also one of the allotropic form of a carbon, means graphite is also nothing but a non-metal. Generally, non-metals are a bad conductor of heat and electricity, but graphite is a good conductor of electricity. Next exception case is alkali metals. Alkali metals examples, that is lithium, sodium, potassiums, are so soft that they can be cut with a knife. They have a low density and low melting points, means generally metals are having a high density, but these alkali metals like a lithium, sodium, potassiums are having a physical properties of a metals and non-metals. First property is luster. Metals means all metals have a luster. Non-metals, they have no lusters except iodine and graphite. Hardness means second property is hardness. Metals, they are very hard. Non-metals, not hard except diamond. Diamond is one of the allotropic form of a carbon and it is the hardest substance. Next property is malleability. Metals, they are highly malleable. Non-metals are non-malleable. Ductility, metals are very ductile. Non-metals are non-ductile. Conductivity, metals are a good conductor of heat and electricity except bismuth and tungsten. Conductivity in non-metals means these non-metals are a bad conductors of heat and electricity except graphite. State, metals, they are generally solid except mercury and gallium. Non-metals, they are exist in solid, liquid or gaseous state. Density, metals are having a high density. Non-metals are having a lower density. What you have learnt in this topic, physical properties of metals and non-metals, and you know about the definition of malleable and ductile, and you learnt about exception cases. Thank you all.